You are now tuned into Blueprint Radio.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, listen.
Let's talk about it, my G.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, man. Like, I'm super happy right now.
Bro.
It's just you just turn on the TV and you got something that's entertaining.
Bro, there's like 11 basketball games, 8 hockey games, the World Series baseball,
And the World Series
NFL, Monday Night Football. Like, it's just going crazy.
It's nuts. Like we can literally start anywhere. We're gonna start with the World Series because it's championships, and we just got to start there for sure.
Let's go.
All right, so LA Dodgers right now lead the series 2-0 up against the New York Yankees. First 2 games were in LA, winning game 1 6-3 with one of the most epic walk-offs, grand slams in World Series history.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, okay, you know what? Actually, let me skim through it, and then we'll go back instead on it.
Because, like,
Yeah, crazy, right?
what is better than that?
Yeah, and then so LA was looking definitely convincing, getting contributions from the whole team. I guess everybody not named Shohei, who injured his shoulder stealing a base in game 2. Aaron Judge isn't looking himself. Crazy numbers right now. He went 1 for 9 in the last 2 games with 6 strikeouts. Freddie Freeman and Tommy Edmonds are kind of leading the way right now for the Dodgers. Combined 7 hits, 2 home runs, and 6 RBIs in 2 games. And then we have game 3 tonight.
Both of them are beasts. Edmund is
So what are your standouts?
all over the field.
Yeah, what are your standouts for the last 2 games?
Oh,
Let's start
man.
with game 1.
Flaherty pitched a great game.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many triples in my life.
Listen, first of all, game 1 was just so entertaining.
That was
just the back and forth
bro,
and everything.
wildest game.
Like,
I've never seen so many triples, so much amazing infield play.
Yeah.
Like, guys were diving to keep runs.
It's the World Series, man.
Like, yo.
Right? Like,
Yo.
What I didn't remember too is that the Dodgers did win a World Series about 5 years ago. It was in the bubble, so like no fans were there. Like,
Yeah.
it was one of those things. Oh, I don't know if baseball had a bubble, but it was during COVID, so
It wasn't the same.
It definitely wasn't the same. So they're saying like this is the one that they want for the fans, and LA is just on 10 right now. They almost feel like they've won it already. You can see the energy in the city.
Did you see Ice Cube come out, bro?
Yeah.
And do bow down and do today was a good day.
Yo, when you see Magic smiling,
Yo.
just Magic smiling, just
My guy.
you know that they're in good spirits. Now, keep in mind, it is the Yanks, and with their power and their offense, things can change in a second. I am still sticking with my 4-1 win. I think they do win tonight in New York.
This is the swing game. This is the most important game of the series.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that, but
Yeah.
I would have liked to see the Yankees steal one game in the first 2 away from home.
LA did their job.
But,
they did what they had to do.
If they don't win tonight,
It's over.
that series is done.
It's over.
Let's talk about Alex Verdugo's incredible out of play catch and throw back to second base to keep the runners.
Just again,
We are seeing incredible baseball plays.
Yeah, no, it's the best. We're watching. This is what we expected because we were getting the 2 best teams.
Yeah.
With the best players in the league, at their best, playing for something. Baseball is winning right now. I can see baseball winning fans, getting new eyes, new attention to the game. Especially when you have names like Shohei, Judge out there, Mookie Betts, former MVPs, Freddie Freeman, like everybody. That Freddie Freeman walk-off home run in Game 1.
Garrett Cole,
you couldn't write a better script for that, right?
Come on, that's what I was going to ask you. Is there any imaginable play in sports that's better than the Grand Slam walk-off home run in a World Series game?
No, I don't know. I'm thinking when I saw that, there were a few plays that really stand out to me. Obviously, the Joe Carter home run, pretty much to win the World Series, is the one.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way it could have been better.
Yeah,
only way it could have been better if it was to win the World Series.
Yeah, that's the Joe Carter one. This one that stands out. In other sports, I'm thinking maybe like
Michael Jordan's Game 6 shot over Utah,
over Russell. That Kyrie shot. that the epic call from Mike Breen with the bang.
The Tayshaun Prince block on Reggie Miller.
We're back with this Detroit shit, eh?
Yo, it's always up. It's always up, bro. Son. It's always. But
you gotta get Detroit in the episode somehow,
bro.
Like, Dick, no, I rate you, dog.
That was epic, though. That was epic. That was.
No, you're right.
Front on it. Front on it.
Right. No,
front
you're
on it if you want.
Right.
That was a playoff-changing block.
Ray Allen's three-pointer to
Kawhi Leonard shot in the corner, kid.
Yeah. So there's a lot of big ones, but I think for a singular moment, a walk-off grand slam.
Is there a bigger?
Now, if it happened to be Game 7 or the closing game of a series, obviously that would probably make it even more epic. But Game 1. It's just amazing baseball. This was reminding me of baseball of my childhood.
Josh Chisholm singles.
Yeah, it's just
steals second, steals third, goes home. We think that's gonna be it, and then he comes back, bottom of the 10th, and just hits a home run.
That game is one of the best baseball games I've watched.
That was
in
incredible.
A long time.
That was incredible.
And Game 2 was good. I think
it was really good. It was a lot of singular home runs, though.
Yeah, well, but again, there was that moment where Rodon. They were focusing on his blister on his finger, and as they were focusing on the blister, and this is why you love baseball, because baseball, when the insiders talk, they give you so much insight.
Yeah.
And they were literally saying that, okay, because of this blister on his finger, he's down to 2 pitches. And now the fact that the Dodgers know that he's down to 2 pitches, they're just going to sit on the fastball. And literally, they went like
exactly what happened.
In Q, Freddie Freeman home run, Teoscar Hernandez home run, and it's game over.
That was it.
But the Dodgers, I'll say this: first 2 games, pitching is definitely on their side.
Oh, Yamamoto was incredible.
They have the better pitching, and that to me, and I said it, before the series started, is what's going to be the difference.
Yamamoto gave up a home run, right, to Edman.
Yeah.
And then after that, he got every batter out right after that. 16 straight.
He locked in. And that has to be frustrating.
It's been an incredible playoff, man. Yeah. It's been so dope to watch. Just two juggernauts in baseball go at it.
Yeah.
As I said, tonight's going to be an incredible game.
So who do you got tonight?
I'm going to give it to the Yankees. Yeah, remember, I said it was going to be 4-2.
Yeah, I got 4-1. So they have to win a game or two.
Yeah. So they got to win, and I think they got to do it here. I think this is
first game in
a
New York
stand-up game.
Be crazy.
New York is going to be behind them. I want to see. I can't wait to go home to watch some of the game. You know what I mean?
It's going to be good. No, we'll catch definitely half of that game for sure.
But I'm just excited about what happened. As we talked about. You have anything less?
No, that's good. I think
as we talked about earlier, we talked about the NBA.
Yeah.
And we talked about it for a good while. But any takeaways that you saw from the first week in basketball?
Well, obviously, I said it over maybe the last couple episodes that the Bronny and Braun, actual
that was
being
cute,
on the court, being on
cute.
The court together in an official NBA game now, not preseason. It's just again, just being a father. Just seeing that being able to be done, the pictures with Griffey's too was
that's
dope,
what I was saying. The Griffey's were at the home opener.
That was pretty dope. So you can see that this does mean a lot to so many people,
of course,
outside of basketball, just in the sports community. So we love it because we just know how much, especially with sports, fathers, sons, mothers, daughters. I guess in the WNBA now, when it comes to just the lineage of families. Just like sports is a family sport. It's a family business. I mean, at the end of the day, right? So that was big. The photo ops went crazy. What else do I got? So I'm gonna harp on one thing a little bit. So obviously we have the fantasy. We'll be talking about fantasy.
Yes.
What stood out to me, I guess, in the first 3 games now was just no MB, no PG for Philly. I hope.
They don't look too good. The Raptors beat them.
Yeah, I hope. I hope this is not what the trend is for Philly. Now, I'm not a Philly 76ers fan by no means, but I am invested considering I drafted Joel Embiid. Now, keep in mind, I knowingly took a risk on Embiid. I got him in the second round, so I'll say that. So I think I won. He's a first rounder everywhere. But if I was able to get him second, I'm good. But the NBA is now looking into the Philadelphia 76ers in regards to the treatment of Embiid and his rest load management situation. And I am all for it, NBA. Let's get this guy on the court as soon as possible by any means necessary.
You know why
this is absolutely ridiculous to me.
Well, yo, fam, you know why this is crazy? And I don't mean to cut you.
No.
Because on the other hand, we have Kawhi Leonard, who the LA Clippers fired the trainer, and now the trainer is suing them, saying that they were doing impractical practices to get Kawhi back on the court.
Well, I think
so. It's like in one scenario, Philly's overdoing it.
Yeah.
In the other scenario, they're saying that Kawhi wasn't healthy enough to play, and they're rushing him back, and that's why his career is like how it is. And then there's guys like Kendrick Perkins who are calling for him to retire.
Embiid, yeah, but
not Embiid, Kawhi. When it's just crazy because it's just how different teams are handling it.
Yeah.
And I know when Kawhi was on the Raptors, load management basically started through us. But we handled it. It basically did.
No, Kawhi,
the way how we handled Kawhi was different.
You forgot, bro. Load management started with the San Antonio Spurs, and
but they were pushing him back on the court though. That's why he became a Raptor.
No, but remember, load management, like Pop would rest Tim Duncan on like nationally televised games. Yeah, and the NBA was cheesed, bro.
Yes,
and he was doing it with Tony Parker and Ginobili and Kawhi, and so they kind of spurred it, but now it looks like the NBA is kind of locking it down.
You said the Spurs spurred it.
Yeah, you did. You see what we do? So it's definitely related in regards to
it's
both
related.
scenarios. So I think because the Clippers now being sued, and evidently with that story is. The trainer is saying that when Kawhi got his assessment, they were saying over 2.5 years he'd be out for. And the Clippers were like, we put too much money in this guy.
Facts.
We're not having that. We don't accept that answer. So that's why he's being sued, right?
2.5 years is a long time.
For Kawhi at his age, might as well
peak.
Retire.
That's
like
his peak.
Did, right?
Yeah, but Perk is getting
cooked for it?
Yeah, bro. I seen Baron Davis and Draymond.
Yeah.
Baron Davis and Draymond were like, are you dumb?
Yeah.
You played in the league. How are you talking crazy about that?
That's the thing with Perk, though. A lot of mans I'm seeing over the last couple of years have no problem going at Perk.
Nah, they don't rate him.
But here's the thing, though. This is what happens when you're in the camera, you're doing NBA Today every day, and you have to have an opinion every single day, right? Like,
of course. You're going to say, and Perk has wild takes. That's how he's kept his job.
That's his thing.
That's how he's kept his job.
So it's Stephen A. Smith, it's shock jockish. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I think what else stands out for me when it comes to the NBA, I guess it's just the Lakers are 3-0, Thunders are 3-0, Celtics are 3-0, and Cavs are 3-0 right now. So those are the only unbeaten teams in the league. What else? What do you got? What stood out for you?
I thought Denver would be a little bit better.
I think they just won their first game, I think last night or the night before. Yeah.
Shout out to my boys in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be monitoring this. We're gonna monitor this. We're gonna monitor this.
I had to laugh.
You know, the Karl Anthony Towns trade for Julius Randle, I said that Minnesota didn't do a bad job.
No, I think we both
so
agreed
far,
on that. Yeah.
it doesn't look too bad. He's playing well with Ant.
Yeah.
And like there's not the spacing issue that we thought, and he's a better shooter than a lot of people believed.
Yeah.
So I know Julius Randle to be on that level where he could be an all-star every year. I think he's a 3-time all-star so far.
Yeah.
So I want to see what Ant does, but they look good together. Ant's still getting his bag. The first game it looked shaky. He only had 10, 15 points, but then he's put in 32 plus the last 2 times. He's like a 9 rebounds, 5 assist guy. They got a good team.
Listen, Julius Randle, from what I'm seeing so far, they've won the trade, and they're going to win the trade if they keep up this. Because what I see what Julius Randle does, he's not trying to do too much.
He's not overbearing.
I think he realizes and he accepts that it's his Ant's team, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing there is Rudy Gobert has so much space to just grab rebounds and on the offensive and defensive end.
Right.
I'm seeing Naz Reid being able to be more free.
He comes off the bench and now he gets his shine on.
And then you see they're doing that they were kind of remind me of Brooklyn in the sense where they're kind of taking turns, with a la KD, Kyrie, James Harden, where, and obviously they didn't, if they stayed together, that might have been something different. But, I feel like it's your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. Okay, you're hot, keep cooking. I'll play my part. And that's what winning championship basketball is.
That's what you got to do.
Right? So, I like it. The Knicks, I don't know, they played one good game. They got blown out on the season opener against Boston.
Yeah, they got disrespected.
I think the pressure is just too big in New York. That losing DiVincenzo, I think, is going to be so much more than they see right now.
That's a fact.
Because again, like OG's there, but DiVincenzo, there's a heart to that he brought to that team, right? Kind of like if they were to lose Josh Hart, I think, as well.
Yeah. Tough nose guy. Right now, Halliburton's doing good, but Halliburton wasn't playing so well so far, and I was worried because I drafted him very highly, thinking that he would be a double-double, almost triple-double guy, because he does get assists and he can rebound.
Yeah. But I think also you have to keep in mind, like, there's a trend of players, especially on the U.S. team, that have like career years after the Olympics.
Yeah, so I was waiting for him to do that.
100%. So, but now he might. There could be a fatigue factor.
That's a fact,
right? Playing that long in a year, and he might just be a late bloomer towards. He'll pick up come December for sure.
He's with the bitches, B.
Oh well, you see him, and he's leaning into that.
Fam, what is up with that?
He's with 4 girls.
Well, why is he doing this though?
He's a young boy, bro.
Let him
cook.
Get in the gym. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Get in the gym.
But keep in mind, you have to understand, when you put yourself out there like that, the moment that something goes wrong, your game's not on, then now you're under a microscope.
Well, look at how I'm looking at him.
Exactly.
So of course everybody's looking at him like that in the league. Gonna be some dope games, but let's roll into hockey a little bit.
Yeah.
Maple Leafs had a tough week this week, bro.
Yeah, they went 1-3 over the last 4, at least since our last show. They lost to the Blue Jackets. They lost to the Blues. They lost to the Bruins yesterday on Saturday night.
Tough.
Bruins hate us, bro.
They always play us tough and kill us.
We beat the Lightning 5-2, and that at least actually looked really convincing. In that Lightning win, they actually look really good, and it's just kind of been downhill from there.
I went through our old show, and I remember you saying that this is the Leafs' year.
I just said that like last show. Can I get a couple shows for them to cook? Yeah. Like literally, it didn't age well already. But
it was like the week after they go.
It was like last
1-3, bro. And it looked like Matthews was tired because that turnover at the end of the game was terrible.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not going to be too invested yet. I feel like we do have like a 10-game, 12-game win streak in us at some point in the season, which will kind of right some of these early losses. And again, like I said, I think with the new coach and certain dynamics on the team, it's just going to be a matter of feeling out, especially in the first month or two, I'd say. But I think as we get, as we progress in the season, there will be a synergy and it will start to click.
They've been bad at the power play.
Yeah, it's one of those things. And the power play is so important in the league, right?
Of course.
You have to take advantage of that man advantage.
So I heard they're going to move Nylander to the second line so he can be with John Tavares.
Okay,
it'll be a little better. It'll be a little better,
more balanced.
And they've played together so much that they'll be great. Tonight they're playing against Winnipeg, who is undefeated, 8-0. Who would have guessed it?
They started out the gate going on a 10-0 run. Looks like so.
You know what I mean? So
that stops tonight though.
Yeah. So just a little information: the Buds have a 5-game winning streak versus Winnipeg. So we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. I wish the Leafs the best of luck, because if the Leafs win a championship, and I'm going to say this right here, Toronto is turnover. But not Toronto. All of Southern Ontario is turned over.
Oh, yeah. That's a different monster. Like that Raptors, like the Raptors parade, I think they said 2 million people.
Yeah.
If the Leafs win, bro. Like Doug Ford might make this a national holiday.
No, yo, that's a fact. You see how they gave Taylor Swift a street?
Yeah. This might be a national holiday at some point. So
okay,
and I'm here for it still. It's going to be a party like we've never seen.
Oh, bro, I'm not going to work that week.
Yeah,
the Leafs win the cup.
You've never seen before, bro.
Oh my god,
you don't even actually want to be downtown. To be honest with you,
you're not leaving downtown, basically.
Yeah, for real. Anything else in sports? Okay, I guess last on the quick hitter side. You heard about this story running around with Vince Carter and Sam Mitchell about a scuffle in the. I guess obviously Vince's last days as a Raptor because Sam wasn't there very long.
So
he was there.
Knew about it for many years.
Yeah.
Jalen Rose said it was basically because Vince Carter was on the training table a lot. There was a little joke, and Vince Carter basically said, "You can't let a man scoop you, so you got to go at him first."
I don't.
Vince Carter's a big boy though. He's 6'7". Sam Mitchell's a big guy too. I think he's like 6'7", 6'8" too.
And
so
Sam don't take no bullshit. Like his whole NBA career, he was like that.
Bro, did you not just see him on TV with his co-host?
Exactly.
Bro? He doesn't take no So I mean, it was dope. It's a dope story. It's a dope story. He scooped him and flipped him and
pinned him on some wrestling point shit.
But I mean, it's regular stuff. It's a little different when it's your coach, but he was only a few years removed from the league. So
and Vince was out of here anyway. So like, it's just one of those things.
It's crazy because Sam Mitchell is coming back and saying that Vince actually didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
And
I know he's one of those ones that it was up to us or to the organization to make him happy. The parking spot, dog.
And you know what the crazy thing is? It was a parking spot, but it was also his mom traveling on the plane and whatnot. But the crazy thing is
wild too.
It looks like they're going to address it in the dock.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
I saw Babcock talking.
Yeah. And
he's like, I wasn't a good GM.
And Grunwald. And it's going to be a fire one still. And I appreciate it on the 30th anniversary. And, and Damon Stoudemire was in that dock. There was like Oakley. I saw him.
I saw Oak.
We got Oak in that dock.
Oak.
We're gonna get a lot of intel.
I just want to see like from the lean days, man. I want to see like I really want them to do a doc on the first season.
Oh yeah,
because I want to see Alvin Robertson talk about like what it was like.
Well, actually being an NBA player for another team and now going to this
you're playing
expansion team
in the Sky Dome.
Sky Dome where like I would love to hear that perspective.
Your games weren't even televised barely.
Yeah.
Maybe they played like I remember CBC had like 7 games for the year.
Well, we got the Sunday game every day, every week. Whatever game was on Sunday, we got that for sure.
That was on NBC.
Yeah.
We got the early.
No, not the NBC game. We got. I think it was.
You mean on CBC?
It might have been CBC. That was the official TV.
I know CBC was playing games, but they didn't televise that many games. I remember there was many nights.
Really,
the games were done.
I was young still, so I only really remember. Actually, to be honest with you, watching basketball on the weekends. To be honest, it might have been Saturday night game or definitely
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And that Sunday, that double triple header they have Bulls every week. Bulls, Knicks, Pacers.
Inside stuff was on Saturday mornings, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
and then we always got the Lakers game after. So great times. Anything else for you in sports this week?
NFL is crazy as usual.
Oh, yeah, the NFL.
Shout out to the Buffalo Bills.
What do we got in the NFL right now?
Buffalo Bills won.
Okay, right now we got the Steelers up on the Giants. Right now,
but hold on. That was supposed to happen anyways. The New York Football Giants aren't too good, but let's talk about it. San Fran beat Dallas yesterday.
It's an interesting game for us. Again, it's the injury, so Ayuk's done for the year, which happened the week before. But I think it was a good game. It's a game that we had to win. Dallas is food for everybody in the league right now.
If you guys didn't win, you guys would have been so disrespected.
Big shout out to CD, got me 33 points in fantasy, so I'll take that.
Big game. The Patriots beat the Jets.
That
was crazy. So the Jets can't get no wins.
So let me ask you this: Is Aaron Rodgers done?
I think so. He's the oldest player in the league.
Achilles injury
it's not popping. Right? I think he's done.
Wow.
I didn't even want to talk about them, but crazy finish in that Commanders game. Did you see that Hail Mary throw by Jaden Daniels?
Listen,
how did they not bat the ball down, kid?
Bro, we are we are going to be. We talked about Jaden Daniels in this week 8 of the NFL, about 4 weeks right now.
Bro, he is amazing. But that throw, it was short. They had the opportunity to bat the ball down. It bounced off and gets into Noah Branch's arms. That's crazy.
I play football, and when it comes to a Hail Mary pass, I don't care how much you work on it. And you can have certain plays in the end zone.
Yeah.
And you can have different plays in the end. But again, you can't really do much on offense or defense because there's pass interference. You got to wait for the ball to kind of be in the vicinity. I always look at it, Hail Mary as luck. I always look at it.
It's a lucky throw sometimes.
I always look at it as luck. They even give Aaron Rodgers props because I think he leads in NBA and NFL history to have the most successful Hail Mary passes completed. But I think what I saw in Jaden Daniels in regards to getting open and the pressure and making that throw incredible. And getting the throw to the end zone.
That was like a 13-second play.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. And just having that composure. But so much has to go right for that play to actually end up the way it ended. Now, to have a walk-off Hail Mary is just, it's exciting.
Nuts.
Like, we got the walk-off in the World Series. We got the walk-off in football.
That's crazy.
It's been a pretty exciting week. What else kind of stood out in football?
Well, the Browns beat the Ravens, which is crazy.
That was big.
To me.
Now, keep in mind, with the NFL, the divisional matchups, they're so, again, the Jets and the Patriots.
Yeah.
Right? These games, right? The Rams beat us, right? When they didn't have a Cooper Kupp or their two best receivers. So, and it goes out to our people that watch and our bettors, that you just gotta, especially in the NFL, I'll give you this advice, is that when it comes to those divisional matchups, so the AFC East, the NFC North, those teams, A, they play each other twice a year, and B, they've been in the same divisions for decades. So they actually don't like each other, and they have animosity.
Yeah, that's real.
And they know each other, and they get hyped to play each other, right? So
look at Matt Stafford had 4 TDs yesterday.
Yeah, if the play for me that's always worked, especially when I was really like in the betting world, was take the under on the total and take the dog on the spread in any divisional game. And I would say, like, for me, I think it might be at like a 60-70% clip of that winning.
Yeah.
So hopefully that worked for you guys come next week. I'd love to hear your feedback.
Facts.
And I'd love to hear the winners. And we know we're going to hear about the losers.
We were just saying the Vikings are probably the best team in football, and they lost to the Rams.
Yeah.
The Rams have a couple impressive victories under their belt this season. So this is dope, man. The NFL, getting back in the NFL this season has been amazing.
Yeah.
Getting into footy has been amazing. Aston Villa tied. We were supposed to win.
Yeah.
There was only a couple seconds left in the game. They won in like 5 minutes and 48 seconds into extra time when it was only supposed to be 6 minutes. We let a nasty whack goal through.
Yeah.
I was so unimpressed, it happens.
It does happen, and we were talking about it before. Like, these are those games that, like, at the end of that Premier League season, that you just want back.
Come on,
right?
bro.
You just want those ones.
Just hold on for 10 more seconds.
Same with us.
Bro.
We were leading Liverpool at the half 2-1. Now, Liverpool, is an amazing team. At that point, they were leading the league.
Yeah.
Up and going into the game that we stole a draw. Oh no, we were winning, and they took a draw from us.
Yeah.
But the fact that if you told me that we were going to play Liverpool at home and get a draw, I would take it every single time.
Yeah.
Now, Man City is being Man City still, and they're at the top of the table now.
1 point above Liverpool.
Yeah, and you guys are tied with us, so Aston Villa, Arsenal tied for third. And
Chelsea's still creeping there at number 5.
Them and Brighton have been going back and forth, week after week. So that's the top 5 in the footy. We're going to jump right back into music, back with This Week in Hip Hop History, Blueprint Radio, baby.
Let's go.
You are now tuned into Blueprint Radio.